My name is Lisa Jo Goldman. I have a Master's of Education from the University of New Mexico, Albuquerque, in education, special ed, gifted and twice exceptional learners, but that does not define me. Well, I'm really passionate about education, and I'm really passionate about the meeting of education, teaching, and media. Because my life is two careers. There's the educational component, and then there's the media literacy, and radio component. And I love seeing the two blend together. And so one of the things I love about teaching and teaching media is I get to do the two things I love the most. Yeah. Well, I started working in radio in early 2004 as Director of Education and Training for the Youth Media Project out of Santa Fe. So I really kind of had to go down and dirty and learn that quickly. And then I moved back to Milwaukee and became the senior producer for a public music station called 88.9 Radio Milwaukee. And I produced anywhere from 6 to 9 stories a week for this radio station and won 4 awards for radio production and stories, which is feature stories, which was pretty cool. And then I decided it was time to move back to New Mexico. And I was hired to be the producer, the community affairs and news producer for KRZA up here in UNM-Taos. And that's one of my jobs. That's what I do. And I really enjoy it. And I love teaching people how to do radio and narrative radio, field recording and production. Well, I think, especially now we're working with a generation of people, of students, who have grown up with new media and new technologies. And so one of the great things about teaching media literacy, media and culture, and technical aspects of media is it's a language that's spoken easily by all of us. And so it's easy to get students amped, no pun intended, about media because they're already experts in it. They already use it, they're already experts in the use of media, but it's teaching about how it came to be, what is media theory, how do we look at media critically, how do we analyze it, and then once we know how to do that, how do we produce our own? Because once we have that background and we have that context, then it's a lot easier to go and produce our own media. And then it connects to a community or to the nation or to one another. What's in it for you is hands-on, down and dirty media, complete media immersion. When you leave a class that I teach, you will never be able to look at media the same way. You will never be able to watch a film the same way. You will never be able to look at a commercial the same way. But you will also be able to create and make your own. And what's great is, again, you will leave not only knowing about media and media criticism, but you will leave knowing how to create your own media. And the ability to hands-on work with cameras, work with audio software and video software editing tools, and to understand the impact media has on us is something that you walk out of my class with and take on to do your own thing, if you wish. Mm-hmm. My life isn't all that organized. It's very spontaneous. I think I live my life very spontaneously. I think I'm still a kid, an adolescent, and I think it's one of the reasons why I work really well with young adults and kiddos, because I'm like a 49-year-old woman but with a 15-year-old heart and head. So I kind of live that way. I think kind of live the sort of wonderfully spontaneous life of adolescence. And it makes teaching a lot more fun because I frankly find youth a lot more interesting than most adults.